Hello, everybody. We are back once again for the start of, I guess this is technically day 3 of the Gaming for Hope marathon event. We are, of course, doing the Gamers Against Cancer. This is our winter event. Now, we also have one in the late summer, early fall, which is the Gamers Against Suicide event. But right now, we're doing Gamers Against Cancer. Now, of course, this is going to be a partnership with Stand Up to Cancer. Now, Stand Up to Cancer was launched with the mission to make every cancer patient a long-term survivor. Funds raised here, 100% of the funds raised here, helps bring a world-class research to the market. Stand Up to Cancer is marking its 16th anniversary doing what its co-founders do best, fighting on, because we are at our best when we stand together. I am Saber Wolf. I'll be with you for the next 2 hours as your host for this event. And coming up next, we do have the Elephant Collection. Now, the Elephant Collection is a remastered of now 13 different Blue Elephant games in one member-sized package. Now, it was originally on Flash. Now it's available on Steam thanks to GMTB02, the creator of the whole series. And I am joined in the booth, and our runner tonight is King Xavier. How you doing, pal?
Doing well. JMTB02 has put a lot of effort into these. I'm gonna see if I can turn down the volume on my end quickly before we get into the run. It is a little
Do not
bit
blow your
low.
own ring drums out. And also, if there's new donations coming in, we will prop them up. Once again, our latest two, Laura with a heart and Anonymous, total of $30, which did put us over that 1200,000 threshold there. We are looking to try to get a goal of 2,000 by the end of the day. Yep. And hopefully we can get that for our mystery event by the end of the day, which will be at 4:30, which I'll actually, of course, be back to.
So this run consists of the collection has 14 games in it, dating back from very early 2000s. I played these
back
games
in the old days,
in middle school, where we would. It turned out that the Barracuda security browser was not particular. Barracuda web security was very bad in that it was good at filtering sites that just used HTTP, but if you actually use HTTPS, it wouldn't block anything. So we just stick an S into the URL for HTTP secure, and be able to play whatever we wanted during computer class. And that's
for
how
me
I
it was
first
Oregon
played
Trail,
it.
but okay.
So we'll get into this. I am not going to be playing all 14 games for you. In fact, to do that would take quite a bit of time.
A while.
So what I will show you is that we are going to be playing This Is the Only Level. We're going to be playing This Is the Only Level 2. And we are going to be playing... Oops. This Is the Only Level 3.
Okay. So the Only Level series.
Yeah. This is the Only Level Trifecta. For most speedruns you find of individual games in this collection, it's in-game time is used. But for multi-game runs, we use a real timer. So whatever you see on the left side of the screen will be the correct timing. We're going to get into this when I hit spacebar. So I'll count down 3, 2, 1, go. And time will end when we hit credits on the third game. So, all right. 3, 2, 1. Start that timer.
Go, go, go.
Okay. So, those who are unfamiliar with this franchise, basically the way it works is we're going to be playing the same level 30 times, and then the same level 30 times, and then the same level 30 times, and then the same level 30 times. I know that seems a little insane, but as you're noticing, it is the same level, but there's a different gimmick every time. I had to move backwards. Now I have different gravity. This next one is a bit bouncy. It is, instead of being floaty gravity, very bouncy gravity. Dull appearances makes those spikes actually a bounce pad. And I'll comment, I won't be speaking about every single one, but this is Candy Cane Stripes of Doom. All of the secondary color will actually kill you instantly. Arrow control is a little annoying. Oh, and I will also say I donate $1 for every death I take during the run. So keep track at home because it will clear how many deaths it says when we switch games. So I need somebody to keep me honest on how many dollars I need to donate.
I'll add that to the plethora of jobs I have here, so I'll do that for you.
So this is left-right march. You're supposed to alternate tapping left and right, but you can hold down right on the keyboard and just spam click left, and it will move you. It will move you faster.
I actually heard you hitting the keys there on that one.
One leap of faith. Now this next one, we have to head to the main house to open up the level. And when we go back in, we're going to do a slight optimization. I'm going to go to where it says credits, so we can open up a later level. And now we're going to go through here. Level 16, we have to keep spam hitting the button until it actually opens up. This is just the same as the first level, which is why it's called Worried About Nothing. This one, we have to actually collapse into the floor instead of hitting the button. Stuttering's fun because if we time this jump correctly, we can skip all the way to here, and you'll actually see that the in-game timer gets weird during this. So there's some funny tricks people do to manipulate that. But we're going to just go on ahead here and continue as though nothing's really happening. Do you remember? It's the regular level except everything's invisible. In between graffiti, the different stripes change graffiti. Mime's Folly, there's an invisible wall there that will drop you to your death. Center keyboarder, have you ever used F, G, H, and T as key instruments? It is not a fun time.
I don't even use WASD actually personally. So
beautiful at 2:30. That's a really good thing right there. So usually, that last spot that we were in, it only opens every 10 seconds, and if you do not get into it at a decent spot, you just have to wait 10 seconds.
So a bit of a run killer.
Yeah. Closing shot. This one, the door will go back up if you aren't fast. Map goes black, we move there, and as soon as this says yes, we move on to level 2. We move on to level 2, right, as it is referred to. Into this is the only level 2.
So far you got 4 deaths.
Okay. So this one's interesting. In the background, you'll actually see the original game being like the level from the first game. Ooh, hop, skip, and a jump. This one's neat because peekaboo means we just stutter step left to go back right, and the door drops down for us. Oh, that was weird. Okay.
Yeah, how long
anti-gravity
when you
hit
all this?
It's a really fast run to learn, actually, especially if you're just doing one of the games, which is how I recommend anybody learn this. Start by learning one of the 3. And then learn another, and then learn another, and then bring it all together. When actually practicing for this run, I haven't done a proper full run of this in ages. So when practicing for this event, what I actually did was I just did I practiced each game individually a few times because I knew I'd be able to string it together at the actual event. I forgot a skip there, so you can actually hit pause on stage 7, and you'll be able to buffer and land on that ledge to the left and save yourself some time. But this is still okay.
That's not an elephant.
Nope, it's a donkey, and that's the only thing that changes in that level. So circle the wagon, you just hold down WASD and you rock it through. That was not intended. I need a wahoo from the audience, please.
Woo! Woohoo!
Welcome to the warp zone.
2, 2, or 2?
Yes. Flip it, bop it, reverse it. The map's upside down. So those of you who are of a certain age might remember sticky keys. You should take your arthritis medication. Sky's falling. The map closes in on you. Single-use button. So there's this button right here that if I press, the door drops. It doesn't do anything on any other level. It used to link to the walkthrough, is what it would do on the old web page.
Time to wake
Left
up.
is right. Yeah, that's trying to remind me to take my medication. I need to throw it across the room to stop bothering me.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's in an OtterBox. It's fine.
Hey, mine too.
There is a chance I have a neighbor ask, why was there a loud thud at 1 in the morning? But, you know.
So you have
We
to type
actually
the
just
entire
have to type the
alphabet,
entire
right?
alphabet. Yeah, in order, by the way. So, that is the one time where maybe using keyboard would be faster at a speed run.
I mean, you could always use your face and just roll back and forth on the keyboard, right?
You could. That has a bunch of invisible walls you have to navigate. So one way or another, what this is going to do is it's going to periodically... Oh, yep, this usually loses me a couple of lives. Cool.
It alternates which direction you're supposed to be using your keys in. All right.
Correct.
Ouch.
Menu. So menus are usually coded as a level for your video game. You load in and out of a menu if it's like a main menu. This one is actually playable as a level in of itself. So, a little bit of a peek behind how a lot of game dev works there. Empty darkness, you just have to hit the M key. On ice, we're back playing Pokemon. It's the old days. Do your slide mission. Great.
I hated that gym, I will say. Okay.
That was actually a very good... Only dying twice there, I will take every time. That's a very good attempt. Okay. So X-axis pull is fun, because what we can do is we can drop down this way and go straight through. Death is sad. If you remember lead speak, you should also take your arthritis medication. 1, 5, and we come back up here, hit the 2, and just make our way to the end of the level. Now we have to do some color paint, some finger painting, some surface painting. So we have to hit 50 tiles turned purple. This mechanic originated in an achievement unlocked 2, and then was implemented into this portion of This Is the Only Level. And you'll see that again when we get to the next game. There was a mechanic introduced previously. Okay, this is free falling. All right, it looks like we're gonna finish this one with 6 deaths. So because this has to take this is the only intentional death in the run. You need to put a corpse there to drop the button open. Okay, hooray! We are on to the 3rd game.
Da, 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 da. Next floor.
Shift to my chair during the title sequence. All right, play.
Lock in.
Okay.
Ooh, shinier graphics now.
Yes. Quite, in fact. The artist for this actually worked on Cult of the Lamb much later. So.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
So you'll have, a lot of people will be familiar with their work from that. Okay. There is an optimization we're going to try and do here, which is I spam buttons and it didn't work. Okay. So you can get a pastry wedged there and have it hit this trigger for this level, and it'll just be down when you start. You save a couple seconds. There's your Lord of the Rings reference, everybody. Yes, if you type Milan, something happens. You unlock the invisibility mode.
Oh, you type Balon?
Melon.
Oh, Melon, yeah.
Like the friend in Elvish. There's an Easter egg for you. Rave Elephant Rave. So Rave Elephant Rave is one of the other elephant games. It is in this collection, and they did that as a level there. Downsizing. So this one, we just have to spam spacebar to spit the pastries out of our rear end, which is, again, from this is the only level... Sorry, Achievement Unlocked 3 is what introduced that. We actually are going to use our little teleport here to go through faster. I'm going to hold down the spacebar to open up the gate. This one I despise, but I have gotten decently good at it at this point.
Ooh. This is reminding me of that monkey banana throwing like artillery game.
Okay, I can't hit that. Yeah, not the best RNG you can have in that, but you're supposed to get 3 letters. You can do it in just 4 letters. You can do it in just 3. Toho Project. It's Ikaruga. I've corrected the devs. The devs have been corrected multiple times. They're aware. You do not need to tell them. Deadly Walls Afloat. If I touch the walls, my character dies. So we're gonna slide right here. We're gonna go back this way.
So the floor is lava?
And the ceiling. Multiple elephants. So if we have a donation, this is the time to read it, because I'm just gonna jump here 6 times. Jumping into the tube, it means that we come out at a higher level, and it makes this more consistent. And actually, like, half a second faster. So. I thought that was the last one. I am not good at counting.
Right. Gotta take off your shoes there and use your toes.
Yep. Bombs away. We're gonna use pastries to blow open a hole to our exit. Switch pipe. We're playing Zork. Oops, switched up is the one where we don't want to hit anything. Okay. This next one is going to have me try and do an optimization. So we can, again, do the left hold right thing. And let's see if it worked. It did not. So you get this gravity change, but if you do it just the right way, this wall will stay blue and the gravity won't shift on you. Tricky doors. Loop through there. Okay, level 25. 14151599265.
Hi.
Pi, yes. Hello,
Arr.
Roger. I snuck Snake into your speedrunning competition. I hope that's okay with you. If it's not, too late to say no now. Okay. Door puzzle's a real drag, so we're just going to drag this with our mouse over through. Revenge of Amazing. So they thought that those invisible walls were funny in the first one, and even funnier in the second, so they decided to just triple down on it. And there we are. Time is coming up when we finish this next level. So we're going to go through here, and we're going to pastry switch. And once it says complete...
Oh.
Yes, you win. Time.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Time right there. So 14, 22, 36.
That's only a few seconds off my absolute personal best, actually.
I didn't see any deaths on that last... Yeah, no deaths on that one. So you had 10 deaths total.
It's $10. Let me double check something real quick before we continue. I just want to... Scrap.com. Alpha Collection. Yeah, my personal best is 14:08, so that was a very good time for me, especially being as rusty as I am on it.
And one of those, you said you had bad RNG on the letters there, so
yeah,
that was probably part of the.
That probably ate 5 seconds on its own.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything that's a sub 15, I'm always happy to show off. So I know that my estimate was for 18 minutes, but I hope I'm not leaving you too much. I do have a very short bonus I could show off if you'd like, while we wait for the next.
Sure, I think we got a little bit of time here.
So I got to go back through and do the first few levels here to set this up. It's only like the first. You'll see it very quickly. All right, that one. And see, there we get to show off the pastry trick, because when we load in, it's already down.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Sorry. There we go. Okay, now we return to the house. Sorry, now we hit menu. Play. Oh, my bad. Game options. Invisible mode. All right. There we go.
No, thank you.
I will say, like, it's not play a game blindfolded difficulty level, but if you want to do something that will always impress and is only a little bit harder than just the normal speedrun, invisible mode is a great way to go about that.
Friend.
Yep. Come on, open the gate. Thank you. Like, we don't have to do this whole thing. I just wanted to show it off to give you guys... Because I mentioned the melon. I felt it was worth showing.
And it's crazy how you still have to memorize the actual stage too in the background. When you think of visibility, I thought the elephant was going to be invisible, not the actual stage itself.
Yep. In fact, it's the elephant being visible that makes this so easy. If the elephant was invisible, but I had most of the stage, I wouldn't be able to track what I was doing most of the time. This is the one level that is absolutely infuriating in this mode. So,
oh. Yeah, I can see why.
But that should give you the idea. I will show one other thing, which is we beat... I think it's 2 that we beat quick enough to do this. Let me check. I go into unlockables. Nope. Okay, it was 1. So we go up here. And because of how quickly we beat, this is the only level 1. You're going to see some fun stuff in here. Which is... My mistake. I think it was actually in 3 now that I think about it. So we go to 3. Huh. Oh, I didn't know you could flip him back and forth. That's new.
Okay. Hey!
That's it. Wasn't it? I guess it was in 2 then. I just misremembered. It's so weird that it doesn't consider it as having been, like, it didn't give me the unlocks for beating the game. that is very funny. It glitched out on 2 because I beat it in like 3.5 minutes, and it doesn't even show me having the one for beating it in 10. So, oh well, that's unfortunate. One quick thing. There is an undefined stage 31. But if you hit it, you die instantly, and it just says memories are all that's left.
Oh.
So, yep. That was a tribute to, in the first game, you could basically... There was a glitch that got you to a 31st level that did the same thing, and so they added it as a bit in this one. So, and there's your credits. Programmed by JMTB202. I have had both JMTB02 and Tasselfoot do commentary for runs in the past. They are wonderful people, and in fact, meeting Tasselfoot at Games Done Quick 2025 is what got me to finally get off my keister and actually start speedrunning and submitting runs after saying I was going to do it for years. That's what got me to finally start submitting stuff. So
That's really awesome when you have the creators of the game actually sit in with you and like help you with like events and such. That's really cool.
Yeah. I cannot. And for anybody who might be watching who's not done a run or might think that, oh, I couldn't do this. Look, it took me a year to go from doing a run and posting it online to doing a GDQ official event. It wasn't main stage at AGDQ or SGDQ, but it was Games Done Queer. And if you don't think you have what it's in you, you do. I have dyspraxia. My fine and gross motor skills are not what a lot of people's are. It's just rote memorization and practice. You can find a run for a game you love and just do it. So
it's all about having fun in the end, like showing a game off you absolutely love, and just sharing with other people in the end. That's what matters most.
Yeah. Well, I think that's probably about been my time. Next person should be coming on, and then I'll be on after them.
Yeah, we're just gonna rotate back and forth between you and and BD. So we'll see you in a little bit.
All right. See ya.
Once again, I am Saberwolf. I want to thank King Xavier for that run with the elephants. Once again, he will be back again for some World of Warcraft later on. But next will be the King of Fighters 96. We're going to take a little quick break here in a second. But once again, this is the Gaming for Hope Gamers Against Cancer event in partnership with Stand Up to Cancer. Once again, we are at our best when we stand together. We're back.